Yeah.
Get her up there.
Hard.
Good job, Manny. Awesome.
Hello, people.
Manny, good luck with everything.
All my supporters, everybody that supported me.
Yeah, I'll let Molly know too.
On this journey, this recovery from the stroke, coming to you live and direct from my bedroom. I made it home from the facility, and
Is that good? We're gonna do more?
just want to keep tapping with you guys. Just know how I'm doing. Thank you so much for your love and support. Want to shoot a quick video. Like I said, my energy was low and it seemed like my speech was impaired, but it wasn't. It was just the drugs that was taking my stamina. But I'm home now. I just came home yesterday from rehab, from result of having a stroke, from high blood pressure, resulting from sleep, sleep deprivation. So this video is about what to expect if you have a stroke, but I want to get into two important things before all those things that are very important. I want to express that the stroke came on about as a result of sleep deprivation. I literally, and I'm not exaggerating, was working for the last year, coming home, going to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning, or waking up at 7 to 9, getting 2 hours of sleep, going to sleep at 7 after staying up editing YouTube videos, after overtime, going to sleep for 2 hours and getting up at 9 or 8:30. It was my own fault. Instead of me taking my behind home and going to sleep at 3:30 when I got off for overtime, and instead of me just waiting till the weekends to edit my videos, I was trying to do everything all at once. And I did that for close to the better part of a year, probably like 10 months. That's why my cortisol levels were pushed. And that's why I got this text up here so you guys understand, because most people don't understand this. They don't understand how important sleep is. They said even if you get 6 hours sleep, it can lead to hypertension. They state 8 hours as a moniker, as a benchmark for you to achieve, because that's actually what's necessary for total health. 8 hours of sleep, guys. But instead of me going home and doing my overtime and going home and going to bed, I stayed up purposely, willingly, going to bed at 7, getting up at 9, or sometimes less, or sometimes staying up, not even going to bed at all. That's what led to my hypertension and the escalation of my, cortisol levels and all that. The sleep deprivation is a real thing. A lot of people think it's just diet or genetic. It's not always diet and genetic. It's stress. For me, it was stress and sleep deprivation. When I was in the rehab center, I had roomed with another roommate, awesome gentleman. Said he had 3 children, a newborn a few months ago or a couple years ago. 3 children. He said he barely got any sleep. And he was in there also for, lack of recovery. He did not get his recovery. It led to him having hypertension. I think he suffered some similar issues to me, but other things I did not suffer, and I had some things that he was not going to do. But we were both in there for rehab. So there can be from, your modified eyesight or walking, weakness on one side or the other, hand dexterity, speech impediment, speech, modification, all that kind of stuff. So I want you guys to know what else it can come from. And this is where it came from in my case. Now, let's get into the video. What you can expect, and one thing that happens before a stroke that is a precursor that you can use as a sign if your feet or toes start tingling, or there's a feeling of numbness in your toes on either foot, call a doctor immediately, sit down, drink some beetroot juice, drink some cayenne pepper if you can get to it, and drink a little bit of water, because sometimes there's a couple of days notice. In my case, my feet were tingling a couple weeks before, so I had time, but I just didn't know what the signs were. So that's a sign, a precursor to a stroke. At a sit-down group session, there was a lady in there that, several individuals in there that had the same signs, symptoms, and we just didn't know what it represented. But tingly feet, tingly toes, numbness in your toes, that is a precursor. So you still have time to call a doctor and adjust your, liquids, getting some more alkaline foods in your body. If nothing happens that day, still call a doctor, get to the doctor to make sure they can, infuse your body with the proper appropriate liquids and meds. You don't have to necessarily stay on meds your whole life, but you got to do it, most oftentimes to alleviate the immediate threat. All right. Now, on your way back while you're healing, the first thing you may have to deal with after a post-stroke is you need help with bathing. This is one of the most humbling experiences of my life. I had to have help washing my back. The first couple of days anyway, my rear, legs, my posterior. As your strength grows and as you go through rehab, you can get to and, wash and reach more body parts as you go on because you acquire more mobility. But that's one thing you're going to have to look forward to. You need help with bathing yourself. They have bathing bathtub benches that are very convenient and they're compact. They slide right across the bathtub. Amazon sells them. And of course, they have them in the rehab facilities. The second thing, eating and functioning with the opposite hand. If you get, I don't know if you want to call this luck, but if you get lucky enough to be disabled or have a mobility downgraded in one side or the other, and it happens not to be your dominant side, like if you're left-handed and your right side is affected, then you can carry on. I'm right-handed, so I'm writing with difficulty. I'm eating, yes, but with difficulty. But many times you have to eat and do other things with the opposite hand. So that's one thing you have to look forward to. It will improve, especially if you already still have some mobility. They'll take you through the course of exercises and movements, which is really great. But you may have to adjust with the opposite hand, the opposite side. Sometimes leg and arm, sometimes just arm, sometimes just leg. You may have to adjust with the opposite side in, functioning and doing certain tasks. Okay. The fourth one is going to the bathroom. Not only getting bathed, but you may need help urinating. Holding yourself up, if it's a standing urination with a portable urinal, or sitting down with a toilet setting. Help sitting down, help pulling up your pants, your underwear, help with all that until you go through the rehab and your strength grows, your dexterity increases, and your strength increases and your balance. Even if it's not 100% when you leave, you can be at the point where you can kind of do most of it yourself, but you have steps like level 1s, level 2s, like you need a monitoring while you're in the bathroom. You have a step where you can go to the bathroom by yourself, manipulate the wheelchair, the crutch, by yourself with a brace. So it's different steps, guys. So that's number 4. Number 5 is getting dressed. Literally putting on underwear. Whatever affected leg you have, you may not be able to lift it, so you may need a woman, a female or male nurse or NA to help assist you. With no underwear to the point of putting the underwear on, shorts, pants, shirt. The affected side, putting shirts on. I was actually pretty good with that because I bought mostly t-shirts and tank tops, which was smart on my behalf. So help getting shoes on, tying your laces. I was pretty good with that. Help, putting your coat on, some people, and pulling your pants up, especially before and after, your toiletry activities, things of that sort. So that's another thing you will have to look forward to. That will be minimized as your mobility increases. But off rip, you're going to need help with that stuff. The other thing is transport. If you have an affected leg, you can't drive. You have to be driven everywhere. You have to, really concentrate and double down on scheduling things ahead of time when you need to, and map out the time, the windows, the days, all that. So driving to and from appointments, grocery store, laundromat, whatever. If you don't have one on site, those type of things. Transportation is something you got to look forward to and think ahead and plan ahead for. Number 7, rehab in facility, obviously, and then rehab out of the facility, whether it's in-home or another facility outside of the main rehab facility, outpatient. That's one thing you got to look forward to. You have to expect. And you do your work. You work hard while you're in-house, so you maximize the time you have. You try to get the most mobility you can while you're in there. Then when you get out, work just as hard with the in-home, outpatient therapists, so you can, get your mobility back, gain your strength back, gain your balance, and be able to function and come close to your independence as you can until you do fully become independent. Bathing, cooking, maneuvering around the house, everything you need to do. Walking up steps, walking down steps, all that stuff. So that's number 7. I just had 7 points. Numbness in toes, precursor. Help with bathing, eating and functioning with the opposite hand and arm a lot of times. Help going to the bathroom. Help getting dressed. Transport, rehab in and out of the facility. And of course, the most important thing, the sleep aspect. Go back and rewind this video, guys, and watch it again and read the text that I put up in the beginning of the video about sleep. They said if you're getting 6 hours of sleep a day, it's still leading to hypertension, even if your number's not extremely high. They said you need 7 or more hours of sleep, and sleep deprivation in the extreme leads to hypertension, and it leads to numbers like I had, and my numbers were 261 over 100 and something. If I remember, I tried to put a prompt at the beginning of the video for you guys to watch to the end to see what my high blood pressure numbers were. 261 over 100 and something. They said they can't believe I was still alive. So with that being said, I hope this message helps all you guys. I love all you guys. It's a cautionary tale. It's information. And there's education. Please continue to support the YouTube channel. Stuff like this will still be on there to help other people, as well as fitness workouts for men and women, wellness, cooking, Mannys Fitness Fortress. Occasionally I'll put some of this stuff on Facebook, but please, you see the Facebook reel and the prompt and the text for YouTube, please go over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button on YouTube is essentially the follow button. You don't have to pay anything. And then hit the notification bell on YouTube as well. I love you guys. Thank you for all your prayers. We're coming back with a vengeance. The girls, the guys, I want all you guys to keep on working out. We keep on working out. Do not miss a beat. I don't want y'all to miss a workout. For the ladies that got a little bit of weight on them, modify your diet. Go to a more keto diet. Get rid of the processed carbs. Add some cardio in your. This is a great time. Let's make a change. We gotta put ourselves first. Health has to be first. If you drop dead, or if you succumb to an illness, or if anybody succumbs to an illness, you can't help anybody else in your family. So you have to come first, even before your kids, even before your husband, even before your wife. Because when you're good, you can run and pick them up and carry them to the hospital. You can go to the store and bring them groceries. You have to be good before you can help anybody else. I love you guys. Thank you for your prayers. Let's keep going.